Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ask Us Anything, and thank you for joining us this beautiful, warm evening. Warm and steamy.
Well, yeah, if it's noisy, it's because the air conditioner's on. It's really not a very noisy air conditioner, so you shouldn't have any problem hearing us. We would be outside and have this new RV behind us for you to see, but the temperature in heat index is 105 degrees. Jennifer was all for it, but not me.
Well, I had my sunglasses, my hat. I put a sleeveless top on. I thought I was outside, and then I went outside, and you weren't there.
Because we were going to sit at the picnic table?
And you broke it.
I didn't break it. It's broken.
How did it break?
I don't know. Somebody jumped on it. I don't know. But it broke. So
it was broken when you went out there. I
yes,
thought you tried to move it.
I was going to move it, and it was broken.
Well, that's not good news.
So never know what's going to happen. But anyway, we are in our new RV, and really can't give you much of a tour of it because we're kind of bogged down here with what we're doing. But these are our new lounge chairs, and they kick back pretty good, you know. Let's see how. Oh, you can't really see the bottom, but I'm going. Oh yeah. All right, Jen. It's up to you. You just take the rest of the show. I'll just stand there like this.
All right.
I'm serious. This is a lot more comfortable than leaning forward. All right. So that was one of the reasons we had to wait to get these chairs built. This is, if you didn't see the Saturday video, and if you didn't see the Thursday night exclusive preview, our RVcommunity.com got a look at it before anybody else did on Thursday. But yesterday we released a video on YouTube that showed after a year and a half, going on 2 years, this met all the must-have requirements better than any other RV we saw. So this is it. It is a 2025 Cape Cod from Embassy RV, a small specialty RV manufacturer in Elkhart that we've been familiar with for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like those guys a lot.
We do. And I've got to say, one of the must-haves that I wanted in an RV was 4 seat belts. And this is going to have 4 seat belts.
Yes, 2 in the front.
And then 2 with these recliners.
So just a little bit we can show you. That's the Ford Transit. Now, I'll show you that in the Saturday review. Can you see that monitor up there? It's so cool. That alone almost sold me. It is 360 degree, always on video. And it works all night, all sorts of cool stuff. So we're pretty excited about that. So this is not a slide, even though it looks like it's a slide because it's set back. These 2 recliners essentially make into 2 single beds, but they're really nice recliners. The galley is right there. There is no propane on this thing. It's pretty much all electric. There's the 2 twin beds back in there. And you see that big thing on the top that sticking up in the middle? That is a air freshener.
Air purifier.
Air purifier. You know
I'm trying to get the factory smell out.
Yeah.
The
really, it's a real strong new RV smell.
Yeah.
And it's pretty overwhelming. So we're trying to get rid of that.
So
this is right in there is the bathroom in here. And we'll show you all of that. That's pretty cool too. Pretty unique. Something we didn't think we'd have. 8 cubic foot compressor refrigerator. It is induction cooking. Yesterday we spent kind of putting some stuff in, getting it set up, and we're pretty excited about this thing. So enjoying it. Hey, before we get going, I want to talk about our sweepstakes, our giveaway, because we have actually 2 of them tonight for you. The first is our current sweepstakes, which is the Slinky Stove. And we are giving away 3 of these Slinky Stoves. These are really great. And these are the 17-inch size. They collapse to 6 inches. We're going to give second prize is the 17-inch. Top prize is the 23-inch Slinky Stove. And the third prize is a small 7 inch stove that actually works. You can put that like on a picnic table, or it's 7 inches, little tiny thing. These are all very collapsible. We've talked about them before. You can learn more about it. Just click the link on the screen, and many different ways to enter. We will announce the winner of the Slinky Stove tomorrow night, or next week, next Sunday night. Now, I want to go over to our second giveaway. This is from our friends at Waggle. We've had several giveaways with them in the past. This one, though, is pretty neat. We are going to give away a Waggle pet monitor. They call it the Pro Air. And the winner will also take home, the runner-up will get an RV 4G mini cam, and both of these are battery powered. Both of these are 4G enabled. They're Wi-Fi free, and they are really neat. Now, one of the things I love about Waggle is how it works with its own cellular connection. There's the address to win for the Waggle. That'll be given away in 2 weeks. So the phone, this is an app, and I just called up. Let me actually make that live video. And I just called up. There's the picture of it right now, taking a picture. It's just over past me here. Turn the camera around, and you can see, I think, where's the camera? The camera is right there. And I'll stand up, and I'll show it to you a little bit more. This is so cool. It's USB powered, and there's a battery in there right now. I just got it connected to the USB plug, and it is always on. This will work indoors or outdoors. You can take it wherever you want, and it really does an amazing job. So we're giving away that, as well as the other cool thing we're giving away is their pet monitor, the Pro Air. Now, we have used those in our RVs for a long time. And again, it all works through this Waggle app right here. And if I call it up, you can see right now in the fifth wheel, which is right next door, the temperature there is 82.7 degrees. And again, if I want to go to the pet monitor, I just have to X out of there and go to, that's the pet monitor. If I want to go to the camera, I can just switch on the app and find the camera. It will go live. It'll grab my live video. So you can check this from anywhere you go. And see if I'm overloading my all my circuits over here to get it. The other thing I love about this camera, by the way, is you can adjust it. You can move it around and have it show you which, you can have it go left or right or up and down. So if you want to check on your dog, if you want to use it as a security camera, it comes with some magnets that you can mount this thing anywhere on metal, and that is awesome. So you check that out. It is the camera shows up, and it is the 4G mini camera on the app. So to get that, follow the address on the screen. So 2 giveaways. Next week we give away the Slinky Stove, and in 2 weeks we give away first the camera and then the pet monitor. So we'll have some fun with that.
And I think sign up to win those stoves. They are very cool.
Yeah, we love those stoves. We just used one of those Slinkies up at our rally a week or so ago. It's pretty neat.
So they're fun.
So next week for the Slinky Stove winners, and the week after for Waggle. All right, now this is Ask Us Anything, so let's go to you guys for your comments and your questions. Randy Dexter.
Hello from North Carolina, where we're going to hit triple-digit hop this week on Tuesday. You have a nice Class C to sit next to the Super C boondocking.
We don't boondock with the Super C, Randy. You're too big for the neighborhood, but we go boondocking. That's why we got this Class C. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We've not been anywhere in it yet. We're still, settling in. We've got a trip we think we might do next weekend. So, hi, Sharon Childress.
Hello from Northwest New Jersey. Strange weather today. Thunderstorms all day till 4, then hot and sunny for 2 hours, then clouds threatening more rain. We did get to the pool for a while to cool off. Well, I'm glad you got to the pool. I'm beginning to miss the pools that we used to have. We always used to have a pool in our backyard.
That weather that Randy talked about, that he's going to get Tuesday, we've had since yesterday. Heat index today is about 105 here in Southwest Michigan.
Poor Bo, he's not even coming outside.
But look at where Terry Gillis is.
Hello from beautiful Newfoundland. High 60 degrees.
Oh man,
sounds
that's our
perfect.
perfect temperature, high 60s.
Yeah.
That's what we like year round. We'd like that. Hard to find year round. Janice Smith.
Hello from Tennessee. Love your Class C and waiting to hear about your first trip out.
Well, we are too. We're anxious to get out there and do it. We've had fun. This has been I guess we've done so many RVs now. It's been really fun. We're just taking our time, spending time in it, getting used to it, trying to get that new RV smell out of it.
Yeah, normally we get an RV and like an hour later we have to leave for someplace.
Yeah.
Keeps us on our toes.
Yeah. So this is it. And it should be fun. Thank you, Janice. Norris K.
I spoke to the tire shop today that had several RVs in the parking lot. All had blown tires while on the interstate. Shop manager's best guess is that the extra extreme heat is killing tires.
I wish you had told us where you were, Norris, because everybody has interstates, but not every one of them had extreme heat. So I don't know where you were. But
Yeah.
I suppose that indeed could happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you should have a tire pressure monitoring system. Usually if you're going to have something go wrong. I saw a lot of pictures this week of RVs that have been in accidents, blown tires, and those things.
So
happen.
the moral of the story is try not to drive the hottest part of the day.
Yeah,
Don't drive quite so fast.
Yeah, and watch out for roads. Heat can take a
Heat's not
toll.
our friend.
Emily Heimer,
Hello from Texas.
she's used to heat out there.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Emily. Carol Fife.
Hello from Chesterland, Ohio. 94 today. Beats snow, I think. Oh, Carol's a sun worshiper.
Yeah. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you with us. Road trip, buddy.
You know what's for dinner? We had our dinner. We
It
had
was my idea
chicken.
today.
Yes, you did. You gave me a good idea. We had chicken salad and lettuce salad. The lettuce came from our garden. Got to eat it because it's so hot. It's going to die.
It is so amazing how good that lettuce that you
it's
pick
wonderful.
and then you eat in 10 minutes. It really is.
Mhm.
That was
Just got to
really
get
good.
the ants off it.
Yeah, Ken Arcadi.
Howdy, all from Somerville, South Carolina. Like everywhere else,
Muy caliente. Very hot today. Yeah, it is.
it is.
Yep. Remember these days in January. Hi, William Zenbury.
A good evening from Pennsylvania. Congratulations again on your new RV.
I told you we were going to get one. We're anxious to go. We're thinking of hitting the road towards Florida. We
Maybe
haven't checked
Friday
on
or
the
Saturday.
condo. We've got to get a new refrigerator for the condo
Got to
and
get a plumber. Got to get a fridge.
little maintenance things between guests because this is our prime renting season down there. So, and it'll give us a chance to try this out. And one of the things that's nice about this is you don't have to go to a campground. You can spend the night in it anywhere. These batteries work awesome. I can't wait to do the review and show you how this all works. Chris Mondo Biondo, our weather guy on the RV community,
All
keeps
right.
us informed.
Hello from Wichita, Kansas. I returned from my Michigan, West Virginia trip last night. 91 degrees and already windy.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's always windy where we live right now. I
yeah.
think the Great Lakes somehow, we've always got wind.
We do. Yeah. It is. Joe Couric.
Why was no propane on your 10 must-have list?
I don't like propane. Now, I say that. My Blackstone has propane, so I got a couple of those little green containers. I just got a brand new Blackstone, and I spent the afternoon seasoning it just right yesterday. That's the only propane.
You know
on
why you
this.
don't like propane?
I don't like having to empty the tanks, fill the tanks, carry them around.
You've
I-
had bad luck with running out of propane on a regular.
And, yeah,
A couple times.
enough. And the safety issue, really.
In time, they
Yeah,
Tend to leak.
regulators tend to go bad every couple, 3 years, and I don't want one.
I got to get used to the burner that we're going to have because I like propane. I like instant heat.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah,
It
I
is
like
nice.
cooking on propane.
We had to
I
order
miss
new inductive cookware today. We got that.
that. And that's what I don't like when you order something on Amazon and then you get it and you go, if I'd seen this in a store, I wouldn't have bought it. But now I got it because
You sure
our
do.
policy is you don't return anything.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be a prize. We'll get.
Yeah. Craig. No, it does not have a Lavio type toilet.
Oh man, I'm getting nervous the more I think about our toilet.
It
We are
is
so green.
All right, we could tell these guys it is a compost toilet. Now we'll show you. Actually, we shot a whole video on how it works and how you set it all up and all that. I was going to put that in the review we do next week, but it's such a long video that it would make this review. We'll see. Maybe it'll go in there. But okay, so we were going to get the Lavio.
Yes, and it was my idea that we go green.
Now, if you're a regular, if you're a regular viewer or listener, you know that I've always said I will never have a compact or a cassette toilet. And when somebody said, "What about a compost toilet?" I said, "No." Well, technology has changed a lot, and there is a difference between a compost toilet and a composting toilet. These toilets aren't composting. In other means, it doesn't turn your solid waste into
fertilizer for your garden.
Well, it would
in time
if you waited about 10 months. 10 months, they say. But it is a compost toilet, so it begins that process. There's a fan on. You don't hear the fan.
But don't camp next to us.
No, don't tell people that. Well, maybe you could tell them. We'll have more privacy. But there's a fan on, and it sort of dehydrates any liquids from the solid waste, which gets away with, which removes most of any of the odor. And that's all. It's all vented outside.
So those spiders and mice better not build a nest in that area.
So, but there is absolutely no odor in it. It's waterless. We haven't used it yet. I set it up yesterday, and we're both a little nervous.
Okay, wouldn't that be pretty disgusting if we use it and then you're shooting a video? Yes. You don't even have to think about that one.
No. So we did a video that shows how it works, how you empty it, when you empty it, why and we got it. But back to this Lavio, we originally said we were going to get it, but we should not let the potential for criticism shape our decisions. But as we sat there and decided, we checked, and the Lavio takes your waste, liquid and solid, all together and spins it around and wraps it up in like a little, it's not aluminum, but like a little aluminum packet. And then it just, when it gets filled up, then you throw it in the
trash can.
You throw those in the trash can and you're done. And that's not biodegradable. Those little packets are not biodegradable.
They're here for eternity.
So we just knew as soon as we did that, somebody, I was going to say progressive type.
Somebody was going to pick us.
Somebody's going to, you're not.
A lot of us.
Why aren't you green? No, it's just like people yell at me if I use a K-cup,
Yeah.
So anyway, we said, you know what? We do want to be more green.
We just want everybody to like us a little.
Yeah, just a little, please. So we
don't want to be on the naughty list.
And Jennifer, was her idea.
My idea. And I've been thinking about this.
But see, now I've studied your idea for the couple months we were waiting for this.
And you got really excited about this.
I kept waiting and learning more about it, and I'm really kind of excited about it. We don't know. We've seen a lot of reviews. I don't know how messy this thing is to use, but we will do a follow-up that explains whether we like it or not after.
So what do you think, Mr. Messy?
No comment.
Okay, I've had second thoughts. I've been thinking about this because I'm thinking when we had the porta potty, you threatened our lives if we used that toilet, and I thought, he's going to threaten my life if I use that thing.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And then I thought every 2 days, the liquid waste needs to be dumped.
So you have to. I don't know if I could show it or not.
Yeah.
So there's a
milk jug.
it's like a bucket. It's like a pea bucket. You know, it's filled with
I
pee.
thought it was a bottle.
No, it's not a bottle. It's like a little.
You mean it's going to splash over the
No,
edges?
no. It's all sealed up. It's got tops, and you just basically take that into a restroom and dump it down the toilet.
Or like our truck driver buddy, just walk 2 feet out on the grass at the truck stop and dump it out.
I saw him do that.
Yeah,
No,
we saw him
we
do
won't do that. Or you dump it in, a solid waste thing. So,
should I take a video when you go to the sewer
no
thing?
videos. And then, so we got the compost. Now the solid waste is a little different.
Liquid every 2 days with 2 people.
No, it's just 2 to 3 days.
You'll be yelling at me not to drink water.
Yeah, stop drinking all that liquid. The solid waste is a bucket, like a 3.5, 4 gallon. It's about a 4-gallon bucket, not quite 4 gallons. And
is that
it's
going to
a
get
poop
heavy?
bucket. No, because it's all dehydrated.
You call it solid.
And there's basically a special biodegradable trash can. It's made out of cornstarch. The bag is. And all the solids go into that. And when when you're ready to empty it, you just lift the top and close off that and lift the bag up. You can put it in another garbage bag if you want, and you throw it in the trash, and it is biodegradable. That's a long explanation, but
stay tuned, folks.
It's her idea.
It was my idea.
I promised I would handle the empty. Actually, I didn't have a choice, did I? Because it was your idea, but then you just laid on me that I had to do the emptying stuff. I should show everybody this. I see this behind you.
That's my pillow.
That's a seat she has. Isn't that cool?
That's my pillow.
Yeah.
I love that pillow.
That would have been.
It's a fun pillow.
Well, thank you. Brett's getting this off the back ends of it. Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned because
this might be divorce court.
Yeah, you're the one that came up with the idea.
Hey.
I mean, what's the worst you can do? You can get another one, right?
Yeah.
Gibbs Gaming, Forest Hill, Maryland.
Getting ready for a trip to Carlsbad, North Carolina.
Calabash, North Carolina.
Got to get the pickup in the shop to have everything gone over to make sure it's good. That's wise. Take it in, have it checked out before you hit the road.
Have a great trip.
And I don't know where this heat is, but beware your tires. Beware of everything in the engine.
Matthew Blau.
Did you get mattresses from Brooklyn Bedding for the new rig?
Well, we just got the rig, so no, we haven't. We haven't even slept on these.
I had a tape. Is my tape measure still out here?
I
brought it out here. Maybe I took it back in the kitchen.
You see, it's too bad. Let me see if I can get up.
Isn't it about 4 or 5 inches thick? The mattress.
I'll just try and show you the bathroom, but
okay.
And again, this is it. Okay, there's one there. And then there's that size mine. And again, that's a air purifier. We're trying to get rid of it. I should close this. The light's on there. We don't want it. Close that. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing. So we have not.
Did you lift up the corner on the bed thing?
Yeah, we'll do it on whatever. There's the bathroom and the secret compost toilets in there. We'll show you all that later.
Yes, you must plan ahead because there's a button you have to push to have it come out.
Yes. Well, normally you can pull it out by hand if you don't want to wait for the button. But we had to put a button to make it out.
So if we could just push a button and it would come out or go back.
So we haven't slept on those mattresses yet, and
I told you were welcome to come out here and sleep.
Yeah, I tried to talk her to come out and sleep on it, but
not
until that smell gets rid.
Smell.
I actually may sleep out here. It's peace and quiet. And so I'm not hearing this talking about the compost toilet that she ordered.
Yeah, it was my idea.
I thought it was a brilliant idea. What do y'all think about that? Don't you think we should try it?
Don't you think?
Don't you? Seriously,
would have gotten upset with us with the silver and the.
I mean, I think that's a very valid.
You couldn't get very many flushes, and then you had to get a new one.
And it's really expensive. These part supplies for that labio are really quite expensive. So we've heard good things about both. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we might as well find out about it, and then the next time somebody asks, we'll have experience.
Like this has been our purpose in life. We were the first to have lithium batteries. We were the first to have lots of things.
All right.
So we'll be one of the first to have this type of toilet.
All right, Richard Rayburn. Hi, Richard. Good to see you. Thanks for being with us tonight. We got to tell them about our Afterglow. Corgi Girl. This got parked in Lehman, Colorado. And the wind is terrible. He said in Kansas today. Hey, quick
Oh,
announcement.
that makes it hard to drive.
If you're a member of RVcommunity.com, the RV lifestyle community at RVcommunity.com, Afterglow, right after this, right there, at 7:45.
You got to point out our knives over there.
Well, we're not sure, are we?
Well, in the fifth wheel, we have a magnet and our knives stick there. And your first instinct is when you hit a bump, those knives are going to go flying.
Well, we'll find out.
So we put the knives, Mike bought a magnet, and we put our knives from the fifth wheel in here. And it just dawned on me as we're driving down the road, knives are going to go flying all over the place.
Poor Bo. Poor Bo.
No, poor us.
You know, I
We're not
didn't
that
think
far.
of that. Well, I got to take it. I got to take it for a ride on Wednesday to get some stuff.
But
done.
it just dawned on me that,
Knives are going to be
you know,
fine.
when I envision, I envisioned knives flying all over in the fifth wheel, but I really didn't care because I wasn't in the fifth wheel.
I didn't think of that.
But now that I'm sitting here looking at that, I'm
I better show
picturing,
everybody what we're talking about.
yeah, I'm picturing knives flying.
So-
all
so
over
this
the
is
sides of
all-
the road.
Like really soft padded stuff. You don't want to drill a hole in that, you know. And these are on a magnet right here. But see, they just sort of stick. And that's our this is the paper towel rack, and basically it works. The TV is hidden back in there, and I pull the TV out if we're going to watch it. And that's all metal, so we can use it. And somebody said, "Is there a shower?" I saw that, and I'll just yes, there is a shower. This is a wet shower in here, but it's really big.
Oh, now you're showing them that. I got to show them how the toilet comes out.
No, we'll show. You did show them that. It was in the video
Okay.
on Saturday,
Okay.
and we didn't announce that it was a composite toilet.
Well, I think the knives aren't going to be left there. They're going to be put in the drawer.
Yeah. So Corgi Girl asked again, why do we have an air purifier? And
Because this, you know how there's a new smell, a chemical smell sometimes when you get new things, you know, like a new
Richard says
sofa,
it's
a new
toxic
rug.
formaldehyde. I don't
Oh, I
think that's
believe
what.
that.
No, that's not what this smell is. But
Look.
yeah. So it's a.
My lungs are going with Richard.
So between the compost toilet that was her idea and the new RV smell, I probably will be going alone, boondocking alone. I don't think Bo would go with me.
Bo won't come in. He's got something wrong with his back leg, and he
Bo,
won't do
yeah,
steps.
we bought steps for him.
For
and
the
he doesn't
truck.
want to use those, and we're gonna have some.
We're going to have some issues with Bo.
Jim Funkhauser.
Are you going to put levelers on your new rig?
I don't think so. First, it adds a lot of weight, and the transit. Now they'll put them on, but you really lose a lot of clearance. This
Yeah.
is all-wheel drive, so it's got pretty good clearance for a Class C van this size, 25 feet 5 inches. But those levelers give you only about 5 or 6 inches of clearance on the front. They're a little better in the back. And honestly, I don't think we need them.
We put them on our Wonder, and then we proceeded to knock one off.
We knocked one off.
Yeah, when we were trying to boondock.
And then they just didn't. They now
I
maybe
mean,
they've gotten
we were
it
told
better.
by Leisure Travel Van not to do it,
Leisure said don't
but
put
we
them
said
on.
we are the first.
No, actually, Leisure wanted us to go try it so they could know whether it worked or not.
Well, they were
And
reluctant
then
to do it.
then
And then they knew
afterwards,
it didn't work.
they didn't. But there are still companies. Equalizer will put them on, as will a company called Bigfoot. But I don't think we're going to do it. I'll let you
But-
know after we try it go out.
But
But-
remember the story, Princess and the Pea. I don't like sleeping like this, or I like to sleep flat. But I was told once when you were doing a bike ride across the state, just take dirty clothes and stick them under the mattress so that
So we
you're
did the
level.
bike and we kept in Kent.
I know. I
Camped in
didn't know that
tents.
the night that I stayed up all night because I couldn't sleep like that. I've learned.
Okay. Hi, Shirley. Shirley, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. Major Walker Peden.
Oh, great show.
Great shirt.
Pre-divorce court here.
Mike Woods.
What's the first upgrade you're going to put on the RV. What's the first thing we did other than our knives?
Well, let's see. I have added Starlink Mini. And by the way, I did some tests on that. I am blown away. Right next to us, in fact, we're piggybacking off my Starlink system on our Montana fifth wheel, which is right here, right now. And that's just been awesome. But
We'll just
the
have to
Starlink
keep
Mini
two of them
works
no matter
really good.
where we go.
No, I've got the Mini. And the Mini, so we've got that. We're thinking about, we'll see how we do, whether we want to get Brooklyn bedding beds for the back of this. We've had them in every RV we had, and they're so comfortable. But you know, it's weight. This thing has a 7,500 pound hitch.
Now explain
That doesn't
to
mean
people.
that doesn't mean it can tow. The engine can tow 7,000. That means the hitch is rated at that. Ford says we can tow with this about 4,000 pounds, which is a lot of vehicles. Jennifer's Equinox, for example, which is our personal car, her Equinox we can tow. So that might be something we want to do, is pick up a tow system. You know, we'll
I think
see.
they're about $5,000.
They are $5,000, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Jerry Wilson, will you put another pad with hookups to the Class A? Well, I do have hookups for it. I'm plugged into electricity now because it's just 105 degrees. It's crazy.
We could level our barn, and then we could just run an extension cord for it. We'll have cement.
Yeah. Okay. Norris K, Southern Georgia, ground temperature is 110.
Ooh.
That's where the fire, where he found all the tire shop, all the blown RVs. One RV had a tire temperature of 140 when checked with an infrared gun. Yeah,
no wonder the tires were popping. I bet, I'm surprised cars were, but I can see RVs, but
yeah,
cars too.
You know, I find that very interesting, Norris. I wonder how much is to that. That's probably a pretty good story we ought to look up for the blog.
Yeah, that's an excellent story.
Yeah. Kevin is in Peter Lougheed Provincial Park in Alberta.
We have some snow melting besides our campsite. Supposed to warm up this week, 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
It sounds kind of good.
So much of it.
Bo wants to go there.
It's all.
Bo doesn't want to go to Florida. He wants to go to Alberta.
Yeah. Steve Whitestock agrees with this January over the heat and humidity that we have now. Yeah, it is. It's really
Poor
bad.
old Bo. He goes outside and he turns around and comes back.
This fridge is a compressor, doesn't need to be level. So I see somebody had a question about that. It doesn't need to be level. Naomi Greg Martin.
Hello from Northwest New Jersey, where we'll be until early August. Not enjoying the hot weather. Expect it all week. Are we going to get it all week too?
It's supposed to break Tuesday night, I think. Tuesday night, Wednesday.
Yeah, I know it's going to be
We're
hot
sending
again
it
tomorrow.
to Randy Dexter over in North Carolina. So it's his turn to take the hot weather for a couple of
Oh,
weeks.
he'll love it.
He will. He's at his favorite winery, so he'll feel no pain. Are you going back to that winery again, Randy? I think you stopped there on the way back from Michigan.
This is a really good question from a
Yeah.
YouTube user.
And by the way, thank you, YouTube users. It doesn't grab your name for some reason as it does on others, but we're delighted to see you there.
With this heat, do you run AC in your fifth wheel when not in use, but plugged in to keep that heat
Yes.
down?
Yeah.
Woohoo! There goes the phone.
Yes, I do. And
Because you
as
went
a
in
matter-
there today, and how hot was it in there?
It was 106 degrees in there. So I turned on the air. And
That's why I'm careful about the food that I leave in an RV. You know, I mean, it's always 20, maybe 30 degrees warmer there than outside.
So this is another reason why
vitamins.
this waggle that we're giving away in our new sweepstakes is such a good deal. I just was checking waggle, getting it ready to show you tonight, for that giveaway we announced. But I looked, and that's the inside temperature of the fifth wheel right now. It is 81.7 degrees. So I have the air on. It would have been over 100 degrees if I didn't put the air on. The humidity is 37.2% humidity. So it's pretty warm, this temperature.
Okay, this is a public service announcement. Remember your medicine.
Yes,
That's not supposed to be left, when it's really bitter cold or when it's too hot. it's such a pain hauling everything in, but you do need to.
You do, yeah. Just a quick recap here. The Waggle, we have 2 giveaways. The new sweepstakes, which we'll announce the winner in 2 weeks, is for the Waggle, this awesome new camera that we showed you, and also the pet monitor. And the first prize is the pet monitor, which is so many awesome things. It'll tell you the temperature. You can set alerts. It'll send you a notice on your phone. You can spot check it at any time to see what the temperature is inside. Most of the time we get that if we have pets, if we have animals in there. But in my case, I did it this afternoon just to say, well, gosh, 105 degrees outside. If I don't have the air on in there, how high is it inside there?
Is it 95 outside?
It's 95 now, but the heat index is 105, I guess. So I just found that really good to know. So I went in and turned on the air and keep it from getting way too hot. And then, of course, the second prize for Waggle is this 4G mini camera, which has been really just delightful to have. I'm overtaxing my cellular network with it running and me trying to use my cellular network here on my phone. But it has a great camera that will show you inside, outside. It has a magnetic mount so you can put it in different places. And you can control the camera. You can hear what's going on inside the RV. This is both for your pets and security. Learn all about it. Enter as many times as you want. The first prize is the pet monitor. Second prize is the camera. And there's the information. Now, the next one that we want to show you is the giveaway that we're going to announce the winner of next week. And that is for a brand new, I gotta pull this thing up here. Oh, I was gonna do it, but I can't find it. Okay, and that is for the brand new Slinky Stove. There is the Slinky Stove, and there's the address. It is called a Slinky Stove because you can see it's on 3 levels, and it kind of sort of telescopes up on top of each other. It's pretty much smoke-free, really great cooking, and we're giving away 3 of those next week. A 7-inch size is the third place prize, a 17-inch size, second prize, and the third prize is this size, the 23-inch size. So you can enter that. The winners will be announced there.
And that's a fun giveaway.
All right, and I'll only promote this one more time, and then we'll take a couple more questions before we wrap her up. Coming up, if you're a member of the RV community, and I can only plead with you guys to do that. We have so much fun with the RV community. It's a private community. It's not on Facebook. Yeah, there's a membership fee. There's 3 different levels, but it starts off, you buy us a cup of coffee a month. Can you do that? And then you get access to exclusive content, all sorts of stuff, live streams, RVers who are real RVers, who want to help and not be sarcastic. You'll make friends. You'll have fun. The way the internet works is it does cost. It costs a lot for content creators. And when we set up this online thing, we have to pay for all the stuff we do, and that just go join it. It's not much money. And honest, if you're serious about RVing, you're going to find so much there. So anyway, for those of you who are members, we will come back with an Afterglow. You can ask all the questions that you didn't want way out there in the public. And we let our hair down a little bit more. Just chill out. We'll get a little sillier, I think. So we do that, a live stream every Sunday night after Ask Us Anything on the community. And then we do a special one on Thursday night as well in the community. And then we have lots of other things. Okay, a couple more questions. Randy Dexter stopped in the winery on the way back from Michigan. And these temps, they have to run the generator all the time to run the AC. Yeah, it's pretty unusual. Peter Hicks.
Hey, what do y'all prefer? Ducted AC or a single room AC?
Ducted.
Ducted.
Yeah, this is ducted throughout the whole coach. I have it set for, I think, 82. It says it's 85 in here, so it's doing a pretty good job. I could probably get it colder if I dropped it some more, but
yeah, like work at that.
It feels very comfortable compared to.
Yeah, always ducted. That's much, but you don't get that cold blast when you have that one air conditioning unit up there. It just blasts you and blasts you. This is spread out.
Brian Plummer.
Have you ever come across a trailer that can accommodate a wheelchair? Yes, we have.
A trailer?
Wasn't it when we were at Tampa that somebody was into making
you
wheelchair
remember?
accessible? Ugh.
Oh, yes, there was. Do
Yep.
a search, Brian. Wheelchair accessible trailers, travel trailers.
You know, we only saw them that 1 year,
Yeah,
and then
well,
that was the end of it.
well, we did see, the only ones I know about is Winnebago made a really nice Class A that was wheelchair accessible.
Ah,
And I was very impressed with that, but I haven't seen that in any shows or any dealers
that 1 year.
since. Just that 1 year. So
they could make one.
do a search. I'm sure there's somebody out there, Brian, who makes one. Wheelchair accessible.
We know you could get
travel
one, but
trailers.
it'd cost an arm and a leg.
Well,
You know, anything you want, you can get, but
customize. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but they said extra wide hallways and
Yep.
bathrooms and all that.
Yeah.
Chris Holland,
how long is your new RV? It looks like it is still a challenging length to drive.
25 feet, same
And
size.
what makes it easier than other B plus options? Well, probably the camera.
Oh, it's 25 feet. It's the same length as our Class B on the Sprinter
Our
vans.
vans.
Yeah,
Our
25
vans
feet.
were 24, 25 feet.
25 feet,
Did we have a
Chris. That's
van
not
that was
big at all.
26?
No,
It was
none of the
24
Sprinter.
and
They all were
25.
just under 26. 25. This is about the largest, the XL.
Mhm.
This
And
is
it's
on
got dualies.
it says dualies, but no, it's,
That makes it nice.
trust me, compared to a 22-foot, 1-ton pickup truck hauling a 36-foot RV fifth wheel,
When we can
this
get
is a
our
piece
boat,
of cake.
that's all I gotta say.
When
When
we
you
get our boat, tow our boat behind it. No, it's just pretty simple. And Embassy calls this a B plus. I refuse to call
I
it B
don't like
plus.
calling them B plus.
It's a lie. B plus is a fake term. It's a marketing term that they made up. There is no technical B plus. It's a Class C. Now they call them B plus because many of the Class Bs are really big. They have a bigger cab over
C's.
of the C's, but this is a Class C. That's what the insurance. That's what the title has it on. So I don't want to play that game and call it a B plus. It's a C,
They did not want to call it a C minus.
which is really what
they
a
called
B
it
plus.
a
Yeah,
B plus
Yeah.
because I really like the bed up there.
and we don't have a bed up there. That's
And-
storage. Up
And
there.
Michael was telling our granddaughter she could sleep up there before you really looked at it.
She said she would.
Well, sweet little thing probably would, but
Yeah.
it's a cubby hole. And if you're going to make
Fran and Michael Linder heading to the ocean tomorrow. Going to be 100 every day. They bought reflected sheets to use on the outside for the refrigerator. Anyone have any ideas?
I hope you don't have, the jellyfish. When the water gets real warm, aren't there more of those little nasty
Depends on where
creatures
you
out
are.
there?
Where you are in the currents.
Yeah,
Crismando Biondo.
a red tide. Hope you don't get red tide.
And
Okay.
some of the toy hauler RVs make wheelchair accessible. The back of it would be, but the garage part of it would be. But the challenge
Just
they
a
have
thought.
is you have to have a big walk-through corridor that can handle. You have to have a wider door to get a wheelchair in.
I mean, it's possible to do.
Yes, it is possible, and I'm sure that there's a couple out there. We just don't see many. Jennifer thinks she saw one, but not one.
Well, you're
Okay,
probably right.
hey.
It was the A.
We got to go because we got to go over to the community. It starts in about 30 seconds. So
Got to do a couple push-ups before we have to go sit here some more.
you can go move the compost toilet back and forth and see what you think.
Oh.
All right. Hey, we'll see you guys Wednesday on the podcast. A full tour of this thing inside and outside on YouTube
You'll be
Sunday.
able to see me with the toilet pushing down on the seat so that it opens up with my hands.
I don't know if I'm going to show that this Saturday.
Oh,
I might do that.
Okay.
All right. We got to go. Thank you so much for being here. Please, if you haven't subscribed, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. We're trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Subscribe, YouTubers. Love you guys. See you later.
Happy trails.